What is a backdoor Roth IRA? Hey everyone, Adam Bergman here, tax attorney and founder of IRA Financial. Today's video, I'm going to explain to you once and for all what a backdoor Roth IRA is, can you still do it in 2022, and why would you want to do it? So let's just get right to it. First question, what is a backdoor Roth IRA? Well, believe it or not, before 2010, if you made above $100,000, you were not able to essentially do a conversion, meaning you were not able to convert pre-tax IRA funds to Roth. Roth IRAs also have income limitations. So if you make in 2022 above $214,000 and you're married, filed jointly, you cannot do a Roth IRA. But you have options. Something called the backdoor Roth IRA, which since 2010, when there's no more income limitations on conversions, anyone can convert to a Roth. Why was that the case? Well, if you remember what happened back in 2008 and 2009, we had a financial crisis. Guess what? Treasury needed money. So in order to generate more tax revenue, what they decided is, let's make conversions easy for everyone. So people will pay tax prematurely and will have more tax revenue, which we need. So they cut the income rules for conversions. By doing that, they allowed anyone to do a Roth conversion. If you made $1 million, $10 million, or over $214,000. So what people start to do is say, hey, maybe I can't do a pre-tax IRA because I have access to an employer plan at work and I might make above $125,000 married, filed jointly. Can't do a traditional IRA. But why can't I just do an after-tax IRA contribution so I don't get the deduction, and then I'll just convert it to Roth because there's no more income limitations for conversions. Bang, the backdoor Roth IRA was born. So now anyone, even Elon Musk, can do a backdoor Roth IRA. Simply contribute $6,000 or if you're over 50, $7,000 to an IRA. It's an after-tax. You don't take the deduction on your tax return, and then you just immediately the next day move it to a Roth IRA. Couple things to keep in mind. If you have other pre-tax IRAs out there from previous years, the amount you are able to backdoor can be limited based on the pro rata formula. So for example, in 2018, if you did a $5,000 pre-tax IRA contribution, and it's still there in cash, let's keep it simple, and now you want to do a $5,000 backdoor Roth IRA, because you make more than $214,000 in 2022 and you cannot do a Roth IRA, the pro rata rules will limit how much can go backdoor. So 5 and 5 is 10. You're going to backdoor 5 out of 10, so that's 50%. Thus, 50% of the $5,000 from this year can only go to Roth and the rest has to remain in the after-tax world. So eventually, over the next couple of years, you can get everything to Roth. So just one thing to keep in mind. If you don't have any other pre-tax IRAs out there, you're good to go. You can just do the backdoor Roth IRA anytime and then simply move the funds after tax to Roth. So a couple tips here. Number one, it has to be an after-tax contribution. Do not do pre-tax. And you'll just let your custodian know. And then obviously, if you have pre-tax IRAs out there, make sure you understand the pro rata formula. Now, you may be saying, hey, Adam, saw similar videos about the Build Back Better. Weren't they going to get rid of the backdoor Roth IRA? The answer is they were going to, but the Build Back Better bill never passed. We're sitting here, it's April 2022. What's going to happen? Who knows? So the backdoor Roth IRA could potentially be gone next year, but for 2022, it's here to stay. There's very little chance that any type of legislation will kick in and apply to the 2022 year. Thereby, if you make more than $214,000, you want to do a Roth, you can still do it. It's called the backdoor Roth IRA. You're capped at the $6,000 or $7,000 bucks, but the backdoor Roth IRA is still a viable option for you.